So, very good day to you, my dear faculty members, colleagues, students, and researchers. So, today's topic is all about IOP Physics Conference Series Journal Review. We are going to review this particular journal. This is the first question you would be asking whether this is really a journal or not. So, we'll discuss about this journal review. We'll understand whether it is a conference series or maybe a journal, or generally is it a publication house. We'll try to understand that, and we check the genuineness of this website, and then the websites where we have to check for cross verification. And as far as you know that this particular journal or maybe this particular publication house comes under the recent Scopus list. So as you go over the years, like maybe in the years to come, definitely you will see the Scopus journal list being updated every month. Back in 2015, 16, 17, 2017 or so, we had the Scopus list being revised every year. Now that the Scopus list is being updated every month, and it is all because of the agents who are trying to try to buy a particular issue of that journal. They try to storm in with both the quality as well as copy paste articles. They charge some processing fee, and then they bypass this paper. But what really happens is the Scopus team or maybe the Web of Science team, they check for a particular issue in that journal. If that issue has more number of articles, like maybe 100, 150, 200 articles, which means that it is going to be removed in Scopus. So this is what we are going to check with the case of IOP journal, which is actually Journal of Physics conference series. So we are going to first of all analyze whether this is a journal or maybe a publication house or a conference series. So if you can go through this particular publication, so this is the question: is IOP generally a journal? So I would rather answer this simple question to be that you should not directly submit it to this Journal of Physics conference series, but rather you submit it to the conference organizers. But the conference organizers are well prepared about the guidelines, are well prepared about the submission procedures. Okay, so they take care of all your preparation of all your publication, and then they send it for publication. So it is not you contacting directly, but you contacting the conference organizers. And for giving training for the conference organizers, they have a well layered system, a well structured system, and you have to do in that way. So I should tell you that this Journal of Physics conference series is not exactly a journal, but it is a publication house which is handled by the conference organizers. So just like Springer proceedings, Springer lecture notes, or maybe Springer conference series, it's just like a conference series. Okay, so this is what I am trying to confirm with the Journal of Physics conference series. So first what we are going to do, we have to check in Scopus.com. I'm going to check in Scopus.com. Yes, so in the sources I'm going to go for the title, maybe. Okay, so I'm getting the search result, Journal of Physics conference series. I'm just clicking on this publication. So I can say that it is Journal of Physics conference series. And the Scopus coverage years, it falls from 2005 to present. ISSN number it has. Okay, so this is the genuine ISSN number. Many would try to you know copy this ISSN number. They will be publishing in different websites. Okay, so you should understand that this is the ISSN number, and you should check for the genuine home page which is found in scopus.com. So it's very easy to check. Okay, if you click on the source home page, you can check the journal home page. Okay, so suppose let us take in the case somebody else will if they try to open a website like journaloffphysics.com, let us take in the case. So which means you should be aware. Okay, you should know about which website to check and which is the the genuine authentic website, and you can understand which is the the phishing website, or maybe the the fake website. Okay, so this is the ISSN number. It falls under physics and astronomy, general physics and astronomy. Okay, so you can see that this is a conference proceeding. Okay, so for those research scholars who are doing their PhDs, okay, please try to understand that this is a conference proceeding and not exactly a journal. Okay, and if I find the Scopus content coverage, you can see that in 2022 there has been 231 documents. Okay, see, this is an alarming sign. What I am trying to show you, it's an alarming sign. See, from 2016, 2017, okay, you see the number of articles, like 14,000 odd articles, 24,000 articles, 26,000 odd articles, 34,000 odd articles. Okay, so this is an alarming sign, and you should understand, this journal is liable, maybe can be removed from Scopus, because when they are including so many research articles in the Scopus, which means that it's an alarming sign, and you should be very, 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 very careful when you try to submit the articles to this journal. Okay, and we are right now in February 2022. Still, we are able to get 231 documents. Okay, but we really don't know the statistics of 2022. But according to the previous years, okay, we see that approximately there are greater than 20,000 articles, which means you should double check. And if I click on the source home page, I am getting the exact journal page. Okay, right? So if it shows 404 page not found, please start from the home page. Okay, so I am going to click on this home page. I am going to get this search result, iob.org. Okay, and getting some IOB awards as well. Okay, right. So this is the the home page which the Scopus is referring to. So which means that the articles published in this platform, so definitely it will be indexed by Scopus on their own. Normally, when you try to publish a research paper with this Journal of Physics conference series means, okay, which means Scopus might take some time for indexing, which means that the journal, after publication of one particular issue, let us take in the case February 2022 issue has been released, means they will send it to Scopus, and they will be indexing after some time. But you need not have to wait there for that amount of time. You can actually add for you can add your research publications in Scopus if you have published in the right website. I hope you are getting it. Okay, so which means you can do it on your own, just within a matter of 3 weeks. Within a matter of 3 weeks, you can publish yourselves, or maybe index your research articles, the Scopus index research articles in the Scopus website. Okay, so this is the scenario I'm talking about. So it refers to iob.org. Okay, so let me cross check this once again. I'm going to go for sciimagosjr.com. I'm going to copy paste this one, Journal of Physics Conference Series, which means I'm getting this search result. I can double check 17426588. Okay, 17426588. Yes, I'm getting this one. 17426596. 17426596. I can see that the ISSN are the same, and it shows coverage from 2005 to 2020. Okay, but I'm not worried about this one because in Scopus website I'm getting 2005 to present, and also in the years I can see 2022, which means that it is still indexed in Scopus. Okay, so in the last journal which we have seen, like design engineering, okay, we did not find this information. We got the information as information not localized. Okay, but here in this particular Journal of Physics conference series, we are able to see home page, how to publish in this journal, and we have an email ID also. Okay, so if I'm clicking on this home page, also about how to publish in this journal. Okay, so I'm getting iopscience.iop.org. Okay, so this is iopscience.iop.org, which means this is the website they are pointing to. Also, in the case of this one, okay, it is iopscience.iop.org. Okay, so we can understand that when you can find the research articles here. Okay, but you should make sure whenever you have the source homepage of Scopus, which means that the articles which are published here, okay, the articles which are published here, definitely it will be indexed in Scopus. Okay, so this is the thing you should note. So this domain, this comes from sciomegajr.com, and this comes from scopus.com. I'm not sure about where the archives link will point to from this website. Okay, but it should be from this domain. Okay, whenever I click on Journal of Physics from here, it should go there. Okay, so that should be the idea. That should be the idea. Okay, so this is what I'm trying to tell to you, that whenever you visit this Scopus, or maybe whenever you go for the source home page, so the articles which are published here, or maybe if it points to another one link, okay, definitely those research articles will be definitely indexed in Scopus. But if iop.org and iopscience.iop.org are different domains means, okay, which means that you will get a contradiction, and those articles which are present only in iop.org will be indexed. Okay, so this is the search result I'm getting in iop science.iop.org. This is Journal of Physics conference series. I'm able to see this one. Okay, the Journal of Physics conference series. Okay, so it is the latest publication conferences. They are showing it. Conference archives also they are showing it. Most read articles, most cited articles, latest articles they are trying to showcase. Okay, and then the journal history they have shown. Okay, like the online ISSN, print ISSN, you can confirm. Okay, you can check for genuineness. Okay, whether the ISSN is correct or not. Okay, and then if I click on the journal home page, definitely it is the same page. And then if I go to the scope of this journal, I can see that some more of physics terms are there, physics, chemistry. But when I go through the scope, it's completely a common thing. Even I can find maybe like image processing. Even I can find like embedded systems, which means that when you see the Scopus content coverage like 35,000 articles, which means that you are bringing to a conclusion that it is accepting more or less all research fields. Okay, so they have a common scope. Okay, which means that you can submit any research paper you want to. Okay, I'm not sure about civil engineering. We have like condensed matter as well, but still you can submit any research paper of any domain. Okay, and then there is information for the organizers as well. So as I told you, IOP conference series, what you call to be Journal of Physics conference series, it's a publication house. Okay, so which means that the conference organizers, they can submit a code request online as well. So if you contact the team, they will be guiding the steps to the conference organizers, and they have a IOP proceedings license as well. So which means that this license is attributed to the Creative Commons license 4.0. Okay, so they have Journal of Physics, IOP Conference Series, Material Science and Engineering, and then they also have IOP Conference Series, Earth and Environmental Science as well. So they have three journals which are there in Scopus, but you know, you submit it to the conference organizers and they would be taking their part. Okay, so they have a review procedure as well about how the process takes place. Maybe as a EMS Word format, you submit to the conference organizers. So you read through the process how they go for. Okay, maybe they ask you to submit in MS Word format, or maybe they ask you to submit in LaTeX format. So go through that. Okay, go through that. So you will be understanding a bit more about preparation of papers. So this is what I told you, that generally the paper size should be A4. In margin they have mentioned, okay, the text single space, not double space, and then all the references here you shouldn't type just generally. Okay, which means that it is linked to cross-ref. Okay, so I hope you understand the meaning of cross-ref. So cross-ref has a DOI. Okay, so which means that whenever you are typing a reference, maybe in the it follows a particular format of references, but everything should be pertaining to a link. Okay, so if you generally type the reference, if you click on it, it should point to a valid link. Okay, so don't try to include some meaningless references. Okay, so this is this one, and every PDF file is editable and not password protected as well. So you consider all these steps when you try to submit your research paper. Okay, and then they have a publication procedure as well. So please go through the the publication procedures. Okay, and then the various copyrights, and then you have a proceedings policy on the impact factor. Normally, like in NBA or maybe NAC accredited institutions, they go for the impact factor of the journal. So which means that you should understand a very important point about this journal. Normally, we researchers tend to publish in SCI, Science Citation Index, but the conference series, they come under CPCI. Okay, CPCI, Conference Proceeding Citation Index. Okay, so this is the thing you should understand. So CPCI. Okay, so it's completely different from SCI. Okay, so SCI is completely different from CPCI, and then there is a section about how you should cite a IOP conference series paper. So it should include author and then year of publication and the title of conference in italics. So they have given some examples like the author name, okay, and then comma, the space, the year of publication, and then space the the journal name or maybe the publication house name. Okay, Journal of Physics Conference Series. Okay, so this is the volume number and the issue number as well. So you should include in this format. Only then they will try to accept this paper. But you don't submit it directly to the journal, but you submit it to the conference organizer, and they would take care. They would maybe give you some steps, okay, about how you can publish your research paper successfully. So if anywhere, any publication house you are trying to submit, the normal thing they would be expecting is you should have maybe less than 15% or maybe 20% flag with Turnitin software, and then they should follow the particular guidelines about how the paper should be prepared and how the references should be pertaining to, whether it should have a link or whether it shouldn't have a link. You should prepare it. But according to this particular Journal of Physics conference series, it has its own DOI, which means that it's interlinked with the cross-ref system, which means that you have to type the references correctly, and so as to publish the research paper successfully. Okay, so this is all about this journal. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to double check with the other websites as well. I'm going to go for researchgate.net. So actually, I've already logged in with the ResearchGate profile. Okay. So what am I going to do is I'm going to search for Journal of Physics Conference Series ResearchGate. Okay. So I'm just typing the name of the journal space ResearchGate, which means that I will be getting some information about this particular publication. Okay. I'm rather referring to it as a publication, but because this is not exactly a journal. Okay. So when I see over here, I'm going to get the search result like website. Okay. jpcs.iop.org. Okay. So ResearchGate, I can very well say it's a genuine one, and you get ioppublishing.org. Okay. So in that, if I'm clicking on this Journal of Physics, so which means I'm getting as iopscience.iop.org. So this was the same thing which Psi Imago JR has got. Okay, so which means that it is the same. Okay, but Scopus, whenever you are going for Scopus, it points to one particular website, and you make sure that you try to publish your research article only in this domain. Okay, so if it points to another domain, it is fine, but from here it should go on. Okay, so that's a thing, and you can even ask the contact team whether this publication house is referring to this domain or not. So if they say this domain and our domain is completely different, means then you should be very careful about it. So that's what I'm giving you an alarm about it. So I'm double checking with the ResearchGate. I'm getting all the information about the ISSN, about the material type, about the document type, and about all the articles which have been published. Okay, so if I click on this PDF version, I'm getting the PDF version. So if I click on this PDF version, okay, so you can make sure that this is the publication, and this is the format they are trying to have in the publication. So you can double verify it. Okay. Similarly, what I'm trying to do, this is an extra way of checking. This is Web of Science. Normally, with most of the journals, some would be in Scopus alone, while others might be in Scopus, also in Web of Science also. So we are just checking for an added advantage whether it is available in Web of Science or not. So what we are going to do, we are going to copy paste this name in mjl.clarito.com. Okay, so this is master journal list that is available in Thomson Reuters Web of Science. So if I type this one, okay, which means that I'm not getting the exact search result. Okay, so I'm getting a confusion. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy paste this ISSN. So which means I'm not getting the search result. So this immediately brings me to a conclusion that this journal is not available in Web of Science, but it is available only in Scopus. Okay. So definitely I'll be sharing you about how we can add the missing journal articles in Scopus. Okay. So as far as this journal is concerned, I can find that this journal is a genuine journal. I cannot say it's a journal, it's a genuine publication, so you can submit your research papers, but but the thing is that this is the alarming sign. Like we have more number of documents back in 2020 and 2021. I'm not sure about 2022. Okay, you can submit your research papers at your own risk. Okay, so as far as now it is in Scopus. Maybe there might be a chance that it might be removed in Scopus because of the volume of the articles in one particular issue, or maybe volume of the articles in one particular year. So maybe let us take in the case after 2 months or so, if they try to remove this publication, For serious concerns, let us take in the case, there might be a possibility that the previous articles might be removed in Scopus. So this has been the scenario for many of the researchers. Maybe they try to publish a research paper in one particular publication house, and maybe because of serious concerns, if it is removed, means maybe the backdated papers also might get removed. So you should be careful about it. I would rather say it's a alarming sign when you try to submit your research paper to this particular publication house. But when I went through many of the Google Scholar profiles, I find at least one research article in this publication house. Okay, but when it comes to future concerns, don't maybe have a double check when you go for publication. Okay, so if you have any doubts or clarifications with respect to this particular publication, and if you had some good experiences or maybe bitter experiences with this particular publication, you can share this in the comment section. Of course, you can ask me to review any publication or maybe any journal which is available in Scopus or maybe SCI, and I would be giving a genuine review about the real website, the authentic website, as well as the fake website, and whether we can go for publication or not. So, in order to conclude, I am telling with this publication, you please double check, and then at your own risk you can submit it. But I am not sure whether this publication will remain in Scopus for a long time. Okay, right. Thank you.